We're off late this evening. More snow tomorrow, though, about 5 centimeters with a high of -3, and it looks like snow on Sunday as well. Right now, -6. I'm David McKee with Toronto's breaking news, traffic, and weather. Your next update at 3:30 on In-Depth Radio News Talk 1010. Money Watch.
A reversal for U.S. markets this hour. The Dow is now up by 34 points. Can't say the same for the TSX, though. It's down by 109 as resource and bank stocks weigh. We have gold slightly lower at $13.16 an ounce. Oil is sinking more than 3% at $59.30 per barrel. That's after data showed the U.S. oil rig count climbed. And the looting is ticking higher at 79.39 cents U.S. After back-to-back blowout job reports, Canada's labor market took a breather in January, at least on the surface. Employers cut 88,000 positions last month. However, all the job losses were part-time gigs, and wages rose more than 3%. I'm Michelle Zedikian from BNN Business News Network.
Have you been wrongfully or constructively dismissed? Listen to Canada's most winning employment lawyer, Howard Levitt, Sundays at 1 on News Talk 1010. Howard Levitt has the answers.
The Evan Sullivan Show is on with special guest host Amanda Lang.
Welcome back. It's Amanda Lang on this Friday edition of the Evan Solomon Show. And we are focusing on Me Too in this segment, specifically how broad a net it has cast, how much it's changed our conversations and our way of thinking about what is okay, what is appropriate, when we need to speak up, when we need to be brave and believe each other, and it's changed a whole bunch of things. But the range of behaviors that it captures is pretty broad, right? It goes from, full-on assault to bad passes, to clumsiness, to dumb jokes at the other end of the spectrum. And that's a pretty broad swath that we're cutting. The most recent one in focus here in Canada is Parliament Hill. Apparently, I didn't know this, my dad was in government, but I was pretty young. Parliament is rife with sexist behaviors. Lots of young staffers, lots of powerful people, and apparently for years and years, it's just an open secret. There's bad behavior. One former New Democratic MP, Peter Stauffer, is apologizing publicly for allegations of bad behavior. Not assault, not, anything at the really terrible end of the spectrum, but unwanted touching, kissing, hugging, he's a gregarious guy. And he says he is so sorry. He is friendly, he is warm, he didn't mean to do anything. These allegations go back to 2006. He's not there anymore. He's been gone a long time. And so this thought occurred to me. I'm going to toss it out there, and I want to know what you think. 1-800-561-2372 or text at 71010. We're considering amnesty for people who've been charged with pot-related crimes because we're about to legalize marijuana. And there's some logic in that because it seems unfair. The rules change and you just were caught out at the wrong time. Do we need a kind of a grace period or amnesty for some of the milder behaviors, largely on the part of men, who have not caught up with the changing times? The jokes, the bad passes. By the way, guys, you do not stick your tongue in a woman's mouth if you want to kiss her. There should be other indications that a kiss is wanted. But is that assault? So, I don't know, how long should it last? A year? I don't know, 6 months? Some period of time where we say, the stuff that you used to do, you cannot do anymore. Just at the very mild end. I'm not excusing any bad behavior or anything that crosses lines into actual harm. The reason Peter Stauffer's case raises it is that is the question. Did it cross over from inappropriate into actual harm? I want to just play a clip of him responding publicly to these allegations.
When I first became a member of Parliament in 1997, when I was first there, one of the first questions I asked my staff is, what do they do here for a Christmas party? And she said they don't. All individual parties have their own. Nobody gets together. And I found in my first few months there that it was a pretty dry and toxic environment. People weren't talking to each other, parties weren't getting together, nothing was really happening. happening in terms of what I would call a social atmosphere. So I started what was called the all-party party. We had, for 13 years, the 3,000 people in Parliament Hill would get together in a fun manner where we had gifts and we raised money for various charities.
He was a friendly guy.
हाँ फोन किया है क्यों ये पनीरपुर जी नहीं काम दे ठीक है जी ओके चल ठीक है
There, Yael Berger is with us now. And Yael, you can speak to this firsthand. You know Peter.
Hi, Amanda. Yeah, I worked on Parliament Hill covering politics for an independent newspaper from 2010 to about 2015. And that was just at the time that Peter Stauffer was also an MP. And I was covering the government relations industry, lobbying. So they hold all kinds of parties and receptions all over the Hill and restaurants and bars around Parliament Hill. So I was attending these parties as part of my job and would frequently run into all of the MPs and senators, including Peter Stauffer.
So, I mean, you're now obviously a producer on the Evan Solomon show, but you were there long enough on the Hill for 4 years to get a real sense of, did Stauffer cross lines that made you uncomfortable?
You know, I never thought that the Me Too movement, that I would end up having my own moment in this. Never, ever thought I would. And then these allegations came up against Stauffer, and all of a sudden it's like I clicked back into a memory of meeting Stauffer at one of these parties at a bar called the Metropolitan Brasserie. It's steps from Parliament Hill, frequented by many political types. And I was at this event and talking to Stauffer.
After the beep, say phone call, music search, voice help, address, find nearest POI category, or more destination methods.
phone call
Press the talk button to say a name and phone type.
Politics had nothing to do with the reason that I was there at that event, which was to do my job, to cover the event, to ask politicians questions about policies. And he was asking.
After the beep, say a name and phone type or just the name. Other commands are also available, such as dial by number, redial, call history, or text or email.
dial by number
Press the talk button to say a phone number.
That was my experience with him.
I mean, the problem, Yael, might be that
After the beep, say the entire phone number.
647 473 4738
Calling 64747347338. To cancel, press the back button.
Way because they're expected to, and when you make more of that, which I think is what is in this case, I mean, I don't think there was no unconsensual activity going on, and I don't think it would have ever gotten to that. And the implication is that it would have, or that at least what happened was at least as bad as it would have been, as non-consensual activity would have been.
Yeah, I mean, so Yael, I must say, when I hear this story, including your stories, he just sounds like a nice guy. And I don't think people bring up their wife when they're hitting on somebody, or at least they shouldn't. It's not very smart. But I guess the question, it's tongue-in-cheek, the kind of notion of amnesty, but there's a serious underbelly to that question, which is, are we casting too wide a net? Right? Is there something unfair about going back in time and saying that's not how you behave. I think today in the workplace, absolutely. Would you be shocked if somebody did behave that way to you today, Al?
I think my behavior in reaction would be different today. I think today I would feel more empowered to, in the moment, say, can we change the subject? We don't really need to talk about how high my heels are or how short my dress is today. Let's move on. Like, I think I would call it out for what it is.
Yeah.
Whereas 5 years ago, as a young political journalist on the Hill, I didn't feel empowered to do that. I agree that, and I still to this day, I think Peter Stoffer was an excellent MP, and he was friendly. I never felt in any danger.
Right.
But I can only speak for myself, and
well, isn't that the main point, right? Is that
Yeah.
a movement sometimes tries to speak for everybody, and that can be a problem. Thanks so much, Yael, for sharing that story.
absolutely, thanks for giving me the opportunity.
That's Yael Berger. She is Evan Solomon's show producer. Coming up, just how good is a lifetime guarantee? What happens when it's abused? I'm Amanda Lang, filling in on the Evan Solomon Show on the iHeartRadio Talk Network. Time for News Talk 1010, Time Saver Traffic.
Snow continues to slow down your drive, and we have some new problems up through Hamilton via the westbound 403, approaching Aberdeen. Collision cleanup happening in the left lane, and back in the city on the westbound Gardner. Problem-free to jam from Jarvis to Parkside. Watch problems quickly come and go eastbound QEW just as you approach Dixie. Problems in the left lane. They've all been cleared. If you're headed in town, close on Avenue Road south of Eglinton in front and Spadina. On News Talk 1010 weather. All the snow we're seeing will wrap up in the overnight. We'll head down to a low of -10. For Saturday, a full day of snow with a high of -3. Right now, snow continues to fall. We're sitting at -6. Outperformed this winter's Mitsubishi Motors innovative super all-wheel control system for safe, secure handling, no matter what the road or weather conditions. Visit MitsubishiMotors.ca for details. I'm Adjuan. Yeah, boy. This is Toronto's breaking news, traffic and weather. In-depth radio News Talk 1010. Your next update at 3:30.
Money Watch, brought to you by Quest Trade. Keep more of your money.
So we thought about it. With these high mutual fund fees, our returns are just too low, and we decided to move our RSP. It's your money, but trust me, it's probably not the best move. Not the best move for who? For me and my family? Or for you?
It's time to ask tough questions about your money. Retire wealthier with Quest Trade. Visit QuestTrade.com to learn more. Quest Trade. Keep more of your money.
What does it take to go the distance? Intuition, experience, and intelligent N-Tune audio.
Ready when you are.
The Toyota Drive for Gold event is on. Gear up for the Olympic Winter Games in a 2018 Camry SE with Toyota Safety Sense Standard. Lease for $68 weekly at 1.99% APR for 39 months with $4,300 down. That's real value at your Ontario Toyota dealer. Real people, great cars. See getyourtoyota.ca for details.
At Rona, we're here to take you from
How do you install that?
to
How did you install that?
this weekend. It's the Friends and Family event. Get 15% off any purchases of $100 or more at Rona, where we're also here to take you from
Geez, Dad, your basement.
to
Geez, Dad, your basement.
this Saturday and Sunday at Rona. It's the Friends and Family event. Get 15% off any in-store and online purchases of $100 or more. Certain conditions apply.
And now, as always, a real Harvey Brooker weight loss for men client.
My name is Francesco Marchese. I've lost 40 pounds and kept it off for 7 years thanks to the RVT.
The program, the motivation, the results. Contact the Harvey Brooker Weight Loss for Men team. Changing lives today, tomorrow, and always. Call now, 416-222-9887 or harveybrooker.com.
If you could do it alone, you would have done it already. February is Pet Dental Month at Palmax. Your local in-store pet experts have hot deals on Healthy Smile approved dental treats, shoes, toys, and more. Right now, save up to $8 on Fresh Kisses dental treats. Plus, get a Peel to Reveal card to save up to 20% on your next Fresh Kisses purchase. Help keep your pet's teeth healthy. Visit Palmax for details. Join us at Palmax February 9th to 11th for National Adoption Weekend. What if you won this Friday's Lotto Max jackpot of an estimated $50 million?
Would this be a part of your everyday routine? Or would life be a little more serene? Would your Saturday be spent staring at a box or fishing on a dock? Would bad weather ruin your fun? Or would you fly around the world and chase the sun? Dream bigger. This Friday's Lotto Max jackpot is an estimated $50 million, plus an estimated 2 additional prizes of $1 million with Max Millions.
Sitting in for Evan, it's Amanda Lang on the Evan Sullivan Show.
Hey, welcome back. It's Amanda Lang. Turning our attention to, I think this is my favorite story today. It's kind of just the best story ever. If you know L.L. Bean, you know it's been around a long time. 1912, to be exact, is how long it's been around. And until today, L.L. Bean has had a policy of offering a lifetime guarantee on its products, which is amazing, right? It kind of underscores that they are this company that stands behind their products. If something goes wrong, they will exchange it. It's the kind of thing that companies don't really do anymore, to be frank. But companies back then, really, they had this kind of idea that if they made something and sold it to you, it should stay working or continue to do what it was supposed to do or be in good shape. Today, L.L. Bean said, we are no longer offering a lifetime guarantee. Why? Apparently, some number of customers would come in with decades-old items or buy them used at thrift stores or garage sales and try to get them replaced with a new item. So poor L.L. Bean has been dealing with people coming in and abusing their lifetime guarantee. So they have now said it's 1 year. 1 year only, and by the way, you need a receipt. You cannot buy it at a thrift sale and come back. Tell me what you think about this. 1-800-561-2372. Text us at 71010. How important is it for a company to stand by their products like this? How big a come down is this? And by the way, if you're somebody who's ever tried to return something that's 10 years old, please call me. I want to talk to somebody who's done that. Apparently this is a big enough problem for L.L. Bean that they have now rescinded this program. Now, one thing occurred to me today about this story. It's kind of bad PR. Actually putting out a Facebook post that says, we no longer offer a lifetime guarantee is not ideal. It's not exactly what you want. So, first of all, I'm wondering whether it was worth it, whether they should have just left it alone. And when people brought in their 40-year-old, I don't know, cat, told them to get lost. And, you know, just left it alone. Or maybe it was a big time suck that people were wasting their time on. But we do live now in this world where businesses manufacture things cheaply and efficiently, often not with the kind of quality that we are accustomed to, or I shouldn't say we, people from 1912 were accustomed to, people from bygone years. And we definitely don't get guarantees anymore. We're now in this kind of fast fashion world. So was it the wrong thing for L.L. Bean to do? What kind of person tries to return used goods and claim that they should have a new one? I'm just curious about that. L.L. Bean sells all kinds of things. Someone wanted to know. This is a store that sells men's clothing, women's clothing, footwear, gear, hunting, fishing, so things that, you know, a fishing rod, maybe it malfunctions. Well, now if it malfunctions in year 2, you're out of luck. It's got a malfunction in year 1. They sell bags and backpacks and lunchbox. This is the kind of company that wants you to kind of one-stop shop for your outdoor needs. And no more is there a lifetime guarantee. Nathan's on the phone. Nathan, what's your experience?
So my grandpa has it's a breathing apparatus. I can't remember the exact name. It helps him so he doesn't snore so loud at night and you can breathe clearly at night.
One of those sleep apnea machines.
Yes,
yeah.
Thank you. It's been about 12 years since he got it, and one of the tubes broke down, so we had to go back to the original manufacturers and return it. Well, we came down to Laird, where the store was supposed to be, and they had closed down shop here permanently. So we had to go around the city to about 6 or 7 different other locations to try and eventually find out their new location that's after 12 years. We came in with the 12-year-old the sleep apnea machine, and they said they haven't seen this in about 15 or so years, 12 years, give or take, somewhere around that lifetime. They at first told us to get lost. Then we came back with a receipt and a doctor's notice saying that this is legitimate what we have. And eventually, after about 2 months of struggling back and forth with the company, they finally gave us a new sleep apnea machine and fixed the tubing of the old one and gave us that one as a courtesy.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, in the end, how does that leave you feeling about them?
I mean, I can understand where they're coming from, because there are scenarios where people will take advantage of it.
Right.
But at the same time, it's annoying to have to go through the whole process, and it's really annoying to have to struggle with them and fight for so long.
In the end, you got what you needed. But it's interesting to me that businesses, and sometimes maybe it's just the person you're dealing with, I don't know, they put you through the ringer, so that even if in the end they do the right thing, you're left with kind of a bad taste in your mouth.
Yeah, it definitely is a bad taste in the mouth. We after that, we definitely did look for a couple of other companies that will work with my grandpa to give him a better machine, if you will, or at least a better customer service.
All right, well, thanks for calling, Nathan. And as an aside, a huge number of you out there have sleep apnea and you don't know it, and it's killing you, just so you know. Tons and tons of people have sleep apnea, and they're undiagnosed, and it causes strokes and all kinds of trouble. Our phone number, 1-800-561-2372. Yes, Dr. Lang. Text 71010. We do want to hear from you. Have you ever tried to take something back and been refused? Did you ever avail yourself of LL Bean's lifetime guarantee? Ron's on the phone. Ron, what's your story?
Sears tools were always a good thing. I had a ratchet that was about 20 years old, and they took it back. Unfortunately, you won't be able to do that with Sears anymore. But, I think if people take advantage of it after a time, retailers can only put up with so much. And even if it is the manufacturers that are guaranteeing it for them.
Ain't that the truth? We're going to miss Sears, aren't we?
I will, for one. But the guys there were telling me there'd be people that would buy a snowblower at the beginning of the winter and bring it back in the spring, or patio furniture in the summer and bring it back, in the winter. So some people have a lot of chutzpah.
That's terrible. Those people ruin it for the rest of us.
Indeed, they do.
Thanks, Ron. So, I'm getting some text here. People really do care about guarantees, it seems. And wow, there's a couple of people here who offer guarantees. There's one, I'm not going to name, they don't want me to name it. Why can't I name the company? People will flock to your business, but they don't want me to name it. But it is a window company that's been around for 35 years. They honor lifetime guarantees. They go service windows from 30 years ago. I think that's incredible. Now, when you're buying something, like a window, I think a lifetime guarantee would really be a selling feature, because they do break over time. My question, though, would be, how on earth can this company afford that? Somebody else notes that Mountain Equipment Co-op offers a guarantee where you can take 10-year-old garments back, and they'll replace the zippers and the buttons free of charge. And I'm going to say again, that doesn't sound like good business to me. That sounds like they're going to go out of business. So I'm confused by that. It probably makes for loyal customers. So maybe it all comes out in the wash because people buy their stuff there, and enough revenue comes in, they make enough sales to offset the lost profit in zippers and buttons. But it seems to me that what we're doing is living more often in a world where people, businesses, kind of cheap out on the quality rather than go the extra mile. The number to call, 1-800-561-2372. Somebody here has, you should call me and tell me your story, because somebody has texted to say companies like RCA don't stand behind their minimal warranty. Found this out the hard way.
Deals for the 2018 models, 2017 models are offered at the lowest prices. Don't miss this opportunity. 401 Dixie Nissan is at 5500 Dixie Road, Mississauga for 952385500. professionals आपको देते हैं stress free environment using safe and best chemicals with the guarantee के साथ special package for restaurant and motels. Call certified team of AI Pest Control. Call 905-670-PEST. That's 905-670-7378. Toll free 1-855-670-PEST. जब आप सोचते हैं superior all-wheel drive and safe winter driving, you think Subaru.
और जब आप सोचते हैं जबरदस्त deals and Brampton का best car buying experience, you think Subaru of Brampton.
Limited time के लिए enjoy कीजिए $1,000 cash rebate on 2018 Subaru Forester at Subaru of Brampton.
Conditions apply. Contact Subaru specialist Mohammed Khan, Paul Khanna or sales manager Gurveer Gosal at 607-799-5576. We are proud to serve the South Asian community.
आप हैं शिवानी के साथ वेरी गुड इवनिंग वंस अगेन फ्राइडे की प्यारी प्यारी सी शाम और आप जैसे खूबसूरत लिसनर्स जो पूरा दोस्तों कहना चाहिए कि फरवरी है और वैलेंटाइन का मंथ कहा जाता है और वैलेंटाइन कौन होते हैं भाई वो होते हैं जिनसे आप प्यार करते हैं आपके स्पाउस आपके बच्चे फैमिली आपके
चलो प्रवास सुब्रू
और आपके दोस्त यानी जिनसे भी आप प्यार करते हैं जिनके लिए आपके दिल में मोहब्बत है वो आपके वैलेंटाइन है तो भाई उन्हीं के साथ आप घर में रहते हैं बच्चों के साथ फैमिलीज के साथ और चाहते हैं कि घर का एक जो फर्नीचर है हर एक जो कोना है वो आपके प्यार रास्ता बयां करता हुआ होना चाहिए तो क्यों ना इस वैलेंटाइंस मंथ पे अपने घर को एक नया लुक दीजिए फर्नीचर के लिए साथ में और एक जो डिकोर पीसेस के साथ में और सिर्फ फैमिली रूम हो लिविंग रूम हो बेडरूम हो किड्स रूम हो आपकी स्टडी हो हर किसी के लिए यहाँ पे बहुत खूबसूरत आपके लिए इंतजाम किया गया है फ्रेंड्स फर्नीचर पर और कैनेडियन मेड 8-piece सेक्शनल फॉर ओनली $799 जिसकी रेगुलर प्राइस सुनेंगे तो आप हैरान रह जाएंगे $2,400 टॉप क्लास सोफा लव सीट विद क्रिस्टल एट द बैक फॉर ओनली $899 regular price है $2,500 everything must go on this clearance sale Friends Furniture means Dosti Furniture Friends Furniture serving you from 5 locations सारी की सारी 5 लोकेशन के सेल ऑफर कर रही हैं लेकिन जो आपका जो स्पेशल लाइव लोकेशन चल रहा है वो मिसिसागा रोड लोकेशन पर है 2835 Argentia Road near Derry, Mississauga and Derry, Argentia. Visit furnituremall.com 647-770-4500 is the number to call. और जोश फिल्म का ये गाना आई मेरा दिल एंजॉय प्यारा है ये प्यार